So before going for the session, we'll chant Om 3 times. So all of you sit in a comfortable position wherever you are and keep your palms in Chin Mudra. This is the Chin Mudra. Adapt Chin Mudra on your palms and place it on the thighs. Just sit comfortably, closing the eyes and take a deep breathe in and deep breathe out. Do it as slow as you can and feel the flow of air in and out of your body through the nostril. Now take a deep breathe in and chant Om as much as you can. Om. Slowly relax and observe your breathing. Make your mind and your body calm. Relax yourself comfortably. Without opening the eyes, slowly rub the palms and place the palms on the eyes and just feel the warmth on your eyes. Slowly bring the palms forward. Open your eyes gently and look at the palm. Relax. Good morning. We move on to the session. And today the session is like for the stress management. So everyone in the world, they are having stress, even the animals. So where the animals also nowadays in the COVID time, they are not able to get the food properly and they are also in a stress. So we are also in the stress as we are like packed in the home for long 5 months or 6 months together, and with the work pressure and managing of a home together. So it's a very tedious process for the women especially and the men also, where they are not able to go out as normal. So in this condition, we are just moving on with the stress management and how we can recover from that with a normal just simple exercises and the breathing pattern, whatever we do in regular life. So before we just move on to the session, we just see the slides. So what is stress management? The stress, the word, which it is like we say, it is a negative word, but it is not so. It is the feeling or the emotions we let out. So it can be in a positive way or in the negative way. So generally we say this like the ball, which is like used for the stress relieving, but that ball itself will be here, we call it as the smiley ball. So where it is having the positive attitude to make us happy when we are in a stress or in the negative mood or the negative feelings. So this is how the positive attitude has to be brought from inside. So everyone in the world is having the positive attitude, but the thing is, because of the external factors, we tend to make it as a negative one. So how we can make it as a positive one? Because there are many hormones which lead us to the negative mood or the positive mood. So in this condition, now the stress, which we call it as the negative emotions in general, but we can make it as a positive one with the help of some of the hormones which is normally secreted in our body, and which we call it as the chemicals, that is the natural chemicals which is secreted in our brain. There is the hypothalamus and the pineal gland, and also in the intestine some of the hormones are secreted, which is helpful for the digestion and all the other things. So how we define the stress? So that is like we need stress. So why we need stress? In the sense, like everyone will be having a boredom feeling in the initial. So when you don't have any work, we feel like I feel bored, so I just want to go and have some coffee, or I have to go somewhere out, or I have to watch TV. So even the kids, that is 3 years, 4-year child are nowadays saying, I feel bored. I just want to do something like innovative or creative. So that is where the action starts up. That is where their performance starts up. So when you feel boredom, that is where the zero state of stress, where you don't have any stress and you're not in any mood. But when you feel that the boredom is increasing, you don't have any work to do, then automatically your stress level is slowly started increasing. When it increases, it will be like simultaneously it has to go with the performance. So that is what with the work, whenever a male or a female do in their job, they will be doing. So they will be intensely making them to happen that work in a particular time. So they involve themselves with 100% interest and then the happiness. So they will be able to finish that work within 1 hour or 2 hours, and they will be able to give a good performance. But if suppose they don't have a feel of like a working with that, they don't have the interest in doing that, then definitely that will be the negative stress, where they feel that why I have to do this work, why this work has come to me. So all this will be the negative moods that will be like subsiding the good things happening in their body. So automatically what happens, the like hormones which is going to be a happy hormones are secreting in your body, that will turn into the negative when it is lowered. So there are some of the happy hormones which we call it as for the stress mainly. So when you are in a stress, that will be slowly start increasing and makes your mood in a happy way. So that is where you give a peak performance in your career, or in your education, and wherever you go, even in the sports or whatever the field you are in. But when you exhaust, that is when you drop down, you completely fatigue, you will be tired and you don't want to do any work, then that will be turned as the distress, which we call it as the negative part of the stress. So that will be prolonging for a long time. So you have to return back to the state of like the peak performance, or with the maintaining of the positive attitude towards the stress. So what are the hormones which we see today is, that is the dopamine, oxytocin, endorphin, and then the serotonin. So these are the four major happy hormones secreted in your body, and the dopamine and then the oxytocin is secreted in the hypothalamus in the brain, and then the endorphin is the calm hormone which we call it as, and that is secreted in the pituitary gland, and the serotonin is the one which is secreted in the brain as well as in the intestine. So many women have this habit, when they feel stress, immediately what they do is they eat more, whatever they like or dislike, they just keep eating. So that is like increasing their junk foods, and that will make them into a obese level. So that is where mostly in this pandemic time, many are turned into a obese person, where they put on weight, and some consciously they don't want to put on weight, and they just restrict the diet, as well as they maintain their body with the proper amount of exercise, because they don't want to make themselves in a stressful way. So these are the conditions where we can make it ourselves in a happy mood. So the dopamine is the reward hormone, which we call it as. So what is the reward hormone is? Like when anyone appreciates you, that dopamine will be secreted in an enormous way, that will be increasing, and automatically you feel happy. That is the way the kids are like enjoying their like a world. When you say this is a good job you have done, my child, then automatically they will be their face will be in a happy way, and their hormones are secreted. But if you just scold them instead of like appreciating or rewarding them, if you scold them, then automatically they will be in the negative way, where the dopamine level will be reduced. So this is what happens even in the any of the institutions. When your boss, or when you're a HOD, or when you're a higher official, if they appreciate you for any of the small work you have done, or if they reward you with any of the like awards or something, then automatically your state will be in a happy way, and the performance rate also will be increased. So the same for the oxytocin. So oxytocin, here we call it as the love hormone. So what is love hormone? Is nothing but with the compassionate. So the feelings or the physical touch, where you encourage the other person in between the couples, or in between the parents and the kids. When you appreciate just by hugging the kids, then they will feel that warmth, and they feel that compassionate, and then the connectiveness in between the parent and the kid will be increased. So automatically the oxytocin in the hypothalamus will be secreting more, and that leads to the happy state. And next will be the endorphin. And endorphin is where you're like the calm state or relaxing state will happen. So this endorphin will make the person in a relaxed mood. They don't get into a tensed way, even though they have the positive stress. That is, you're going to finish your work within 1 hour of time. Your deadline is like 1 hour, but it takes around 3 hours or 4 hours of work is to be done before like 1 hour. So then automatically everyone will be feeling the tension in the body. So that tension has to be reduced, and the calming hormone will help them to make the work like finish within 1 hour relaxedly. So that is where the endorphin will be acting in that way. And next will be the serotonin, where the serotonin will be acting as a like appetizer, or the feeling of like the hunger will be induced. So automatically you feel like when you feel happy or when you feel sad, we tend to eat more, or the males, they tend to go for a alcoholic addiction, all that. So in the positive way, what we can do is we can increase our eating of sattvic foods. In yoga, we call it as sattvic foods, which is like a easily digestible and the readily available foods that is prepared immediately and having the food. And if you stay for like store it for 3 to 4 hours itself, it will be called as the preserved or the stale food. So when you prepare it and have it hot, then that will be increasing your mood and the happiness, and the body also will accept that, and that will be maintained. So some of the like the foods like such as like the vegetables, the raw vegetables, soups, salads, that can be increased. And as well like the yogurt, where your the bacteria will be enhanced in the stomach, and that will be making the it prevents the ulcer also because of the stress. When you have stress, that will be like increasing the sad hormones in the body, and where that also your disturbs your sleep, and then the appetite, and also your regular work in the day. So your body will be feeling tired and fatigued. So from reducing all this and making your body enhanced one, or like a brisk one, then you have to have the food like in a proper way, which is we call it as the like enhancing food, that is the probiotic foods, where it will be with the yogurt, and then the milk, curd, and some of the foods which is like enhancing your mood can be taken. Even some can be taken with the spicy foods, where the endorphin will be increasing. So the spicy foods, so many will be having a habit that if they are happy, they go to the hotel immediately and they have the biryani, either mutton biryani, chicken biryani, or whatever the biryani they want. And nowadays it's a very high way of like eating of biryani is like regularized. So in that condition, whatever the food you like more and that is good for your body, that alone you have to take. But many people will be saying, when I'm just saying that you eat whatever the foods or the things you like for making your happiness. So it is not in the case of like the alcohol or smoking, because many will be having that as a habit when they make it happy, but that will be inordinately worsening your body condition. So it definitely doesn't work in your body with the happy hormones that will long last for only for 1 hour or 2 hours, and again that will make into a stressful mood. That is a negative way distressing your body. So if you want to maintain your happy hormones, you have to take the diet also in a proper way, and you have to give a proper amount of exercises to your body. So that is where we call it as, when you have the stress management, when you want to do a management for the relieving the stress, that is the negative stress, then you have to relax first. So relaxation is different from the resting thing. So you will be asking, I'm resting for some time, I'm just sitting without doing any work, but that is not a relaxation. When you relax your whole body and your mind also to relax completely, so that we call it as the relaxation. So many relaxing techniques are there. So one technique will be followed in the session now. And then the music, many will be having a like a habit of hearing the sound music or like the soft music. So it is based upon their like the mood, and then the way they live in, they change the music type. So that also will relax them mentally. And then the hobbies, so whatever the hobby you like a painting or a riding a cycle, or just you want to go out and have a like a coffee in the breeze, like a wind near the windows, like that, whatever the hobby you have, or like whatever the way you want to express it in a good way, then definitely you can make it. So that will relax for some time. And then the meditation, where we don't have the time for doing meditation, or where we don't give a proper attention for doing the meditation right now, because you're in the stress, your mind will be thinking more than the normal. That is, we call it as the thought per minute, that will be extending more than like 50, 60, 70, 100 also. So where you're not able to control your thoughts. So in that condition, if you step into a meditation, your thoughts again will increase more. So it is better to have any kind of chanting meditation in the initial, because many doctors nowadays, like the modern medicine doctors also, they are advising, go for a yogic practice or do the meditation if you have stress. Whatever the like a sleeping pills, if you take also, your body is in a stress condition, so you go for the walking, you go for swimming. So they just want to spread themselves like in a different way where they get out of the stress. So one way is doing the meditation, that is chanting meditation. Like even you can chant your own name, where you will be increasing the power for your name. So not like any religious way you just want to go, you can chant your own name. If it is like Savita, you just make it as Savita, like that. So where you increase the intensity or the power for your name, and that will be increasing the positive attitude in yourself. So that is where the meditation leads with. And then the therapy. So the therapy is like a different therapies are there. The therapy means it is the treatment. So the treatment can be in any form, like alternative medicines or like the modern medicines, whatever the way you take, but it has to give you a positive feedback and the effect to your body. If suppose it is giving a negative feedback and the effect in your body, definitely don't go for the treatment, and you stop that and be relaxed without any medications or doing any treatment. So that is will be a very good practice, rather than going and making yourself in a negative mood again by taking some of the medications for like a sleeping tablets and all that, because that again increases many associated diseases in your body, such as hypertension, or like a mood swings, or like any psychological problems, or sometimes like a diabetes and the obesity. So many associated diseases will be there when you take the sleep tablets. So don't go for the sleep tablets. Better relax yourself mentally by doing or involving any such things, whichever you like it. And mostly the motivation you need, either the self motivation you have to build in yourself, or the motivation from your loud person. So you just keep asking them to motivate whenever you are low. So that definitely, in this happens mostly in the spouse and with the kids in the family. So whenever the kids are low, the parents used to pamper them or like motivate them, so where they get the positive attitude, and that will make them to go for the other work without any negative stress. And then traveling, because most of the people nowadays, they want to travel a lot and they want to explore a lot of things in the world. So in that condition, if you are travel like a, then you can go for a travel, like a small travel, or like a trip, or wherever you want, you can just have a ride. And then the exercise in the sense, it can be any kind of exercise, but it is not too intense to your body. When you do too intense, then definitely that endorphin hormones and then the the dopamine hormones will increase in an enormous way. That also will be a will have the negative effect in your body, where it like exhausts your body energy. So that is also not good, where you have to make the exercise in a gentle way for half an hour to 1 hour every day, where that will increases your body's like a flexibility and then the stamina, where that again gives a positive attitude towards yourself. So these are the like some of the ways where we can get rid of the stress. And now we'll be seeing few of the asanas, where this is called as the Ushtrasana. Ushtrasana is nothing but with the name called camel pose. So the camel is the one which stores more amount of water in its body to travel for a long time in the desert. So the same way, when you do the Ushtrasana, that is like a camel posture, by stretching the upper body, that is arching back, that will increase the breathing capacity, and the energy storage will be enormous in your body. So where you won't get tired normal. When you get tired or when you feel exhausted, then that will be like the distress for your body. So when you have the energy to do all the work throughout the day, then that definitely will maintain you in the eustress, that is the positive stress. So this is the one asana which will be helping you to do the betterment of the stress. And the next will be the Bhujangasana. So the Bhujangasana is nothing but with the cobra posture, where that increases the again the upper body, where your breathing will be enormous, and that will be feeling like a happiness will be increased, and the blood circulation also will be in a proper way, and your body flexibility will be increased. And if suppose you are sitting for a long time, and nowadays this like 6 months in the online classes and the seminars and the webinars, whatever you take or attend, you have to sit for a long time, where that will be hurting your spine, and that definitely makes your mood to alter. So the mood swings will be there, and you will be leading to a negative stress. So in that case, what you have to do is you can just do the arching back, even in standing, that is like a Ardha Chandrasana, we call it as, or like a Bhujangasana, just by lying on the stomach and just placing the arms and raising the upper body. So this will definitely give flexibility for your upper body and the spine, where you are stretching the spine in the reverse way. So the blood circulation as well as the nerves will be stretching and makes your mood in a good way. So this is the one good asana which helps you in relieving the stress. And the next one we see is the Shashangasana and the Balasana. So what is the difference with the Shashangasana and the Balasana is nothing but the arm movement will be varied, and a way that will be completely relaxing, because most of the child you can see in the the 6 months or the 1 year, they will be sleeping in the Balasana position during the night. And whenever in the daytime also, when they sleep, they tend to bend their knees, and then they press their stomach on the knees, and then they will be sleeping. So this will be a very comfortable position, and this is one way increases the serotonin level, where that is like in the intestine. So as your intestines are compressed, and when you have the like a bulky food which is not able to digest, then you can just stay in this position after like 1 hour or 2 hours of your meal. Then that definitely increases your like the digestion, as well as the serotonin level, which is like a happy hormone, will be increased. So that makes your mood again in a happy state. And this is the Shashangasana, where it can be in a relaxed way, stretching your arms forward. This is like for stretching the whole body, the spine also, where in Balasana, the spine will be stretched, but your arms will be relaxed in the backward. So that is the slight difference with the Shashangasana and then the Balasana. And next will be the Surya Namaskar. So the Surya Namaskar is a complete way, as I said, like how you raise the Bhujanga Asana. This is the way you arch back also. So when you arch back, you have to bend forward. So this is the counter pose for this. And again, you are stretching the upper body in this way. That is the Ashwa Sanchalasana. And then the counter pose for this is the Parvatasana. And then the Ashtanga Namaskar. And then Bhujangasana. And again, the process goes like this. So this is one cycle, which we call it as the Surya Namaskar. Okay. And next will be with the relaxation. So when you do the relaxation, it is where it should be a complete relaxation. So where you should be relaxed, that is your body should not feel the weight. You have to bring all the body weight towards the floor or towards the ground, where you drop the weight and your body will be light. That is like a floating in the air or floating in the water, you have to feel like. So in that way, if you feel, then that is called as the complete relaxation for your body as well as the mind. Your mind also will not have any thoughts, and the thought will be also like with a one particular thing. So that will be like a floating in the air or like a floating in the water, like that. So that relaxes the body completely as well as the mind. So when we talk about the stress, the mind deals the more than the body, because like a body is like a where it will be like a 10% and the mind will be the 90% of acting in it. So you have to make your mind clear and make your mind like a relaxed one. And next will be the breathing pattern. That is the pranayama or the Nadi Shuddhi pranayama we say, or a Nadi Sodhana pranayama. So when we say that, it is like bringing your breathing in a regulated way. So you have to inhale through both the nostrils and exhale through both the nostrils. That is the normal breathing everyone does. But if you have, and this, especially in this pandemic time, many would have experienced the difficulty in breathing and they would have overcome it. So just by doing this regular breathing, that is the simple breathing in a normal way, so that will enhance your breathing capacity and it increases the immune system in your body. So this is the simple exercise where it is the pranayama, where it will be maintaining the breathing pattern. So how you have to do is, you have to make the Nasika Mudra. That is, you have to fold these two fingers and then the thumb and the other two fingers. That is your little finger and then the ring finger has to be stretched out. And you have to just close the right nostril with your right thumb. And usually for the asanas, you have to start with the right side, and with the breathing, you have to start with the left side. When you do so, your asanas will be starting with the warming up of the body. And here it is like the pranayama will be cooling the body. So that is where initially we start with the left nostril breathing, where this is tend to be a cooling part in your body. So just by placing this, you have to start inhale through the left nostril. Once you feel that you are completely inhaled and your lungs are completely filled, then you have to close the left nostril with the other two fingers and you start exhaling through the right nostril. So when you do this, like the right nostril exhalation, that has to be complete and you have to feel that there is no air inside the lungs. So that is the maximum I let out. So this way, if you feel, then you have to again start with the left nostril breathing just by closing the right, and that the second round starts. So this is how you have to do every round, and this can be done like a 5 minutes or 10 minutes, like a relaxedly. When you do in this way, like a 5 minutes or 2 minutes also initially you can do, where your breathing capacity will be increased, as well like your oxygen level in the body will be increased and the carbon dioxide level will be decreased in your body. So this is how the normal ratio, we call it as 1:2. So that is inhalation is one part and exhalation is two part. If you inhale for 3 seconds, the exhalation should be 6 seconds. But what we do is normally everyone, that is 90% of the people in the world, they tend to do it in a reverse way, that is 2:1. So when you correct yourself with the breathing initially, you can feel the tremendous change happening in your. So that is what with the changes you can feel. That is 2:1 in the ratio is like you inhale a lot, but you exhale immediately. When I'm saying this itself, you can just try it in your home. So how your breathing is happening. For example, you just place the left palm on your stomach region and take a deep breathe in. So you can bring the stomach maximum out as you breathe in, and you can just keep tucking it as you breathe out. But if you do it in the reverse way, then that is said to be the shallow breathing, where the oxygen is not going to your lungs completely. So where the difficulty in the breathing will be happening. So what you have to do is, the simple way of correcting the breathing is inhale in one part, that is like one limitation, and the exhalation has to be in the twice the amount. So this way, if you do, definitely the breathing will be changed. And this can be practiced from the childhood, and all the children till the 1 year, they will be practicing in a good way. But after that, automatically will be having the change in the breathing pattern. So where you have to correct the initial stage. You may be saying that I am overweight, I am lazy, I don't want to do any of the asanas, whatever you say, ma'am. No problem, you can just do this Nadi Sodhana Pranayama alone every day in the morning and the evening. That will make you regularize with the breathing pattern. So once you feel that your body is comfortable with the breathing, then automatically your body will be relaxed and it will be flexible enough for going for the asanas. If you're lacking the oxygen level in the body, then definitely that will be a stiffness in the body will be created, and as well the stress level also will be increased. So those who have the stress, they can feel like they can check when they have the stress, so their body will be aching, their shoulders, mostly the shoulder region, the neck region will be very stiff. They often they used to do like stretches like this and this. So this is where they express that they are in a stressful way. So they do this like a simple things, and sometimes they stretch their arms like this way and this way, up way. All these are the like expressions of the stress. So when you feel that your body is like a completely relaxed, you won't express any of these ways because your body is in a flexible mode. So what you have to do next is like the Shitali Pranayama. So Shitkari Pranayama is the cooling pranayama, where you have to clench the teeth. That is the like this, tucking the teeth, and you have to inhale through the teeth, that is the mouth. You have to inhale through the mouth, clench the teeth, you have to inhale and then close the mouth and exhale. When you do so, you can feel the hot air coming out of your nostril. So this is how you can just make it happen, like bringing all the hot air out and making your body in a cool way. So if you feel that my body is a heat body, I usually get tensed easily, I sweat a lot, all these problems can be relaxed by just doing the Shitkari Pranayama, and the next will be the Shitali Pranayama, where this gives the strength to the mind, as well as it relaxes the stress in your body, and makes your body in a comfortable way. So if you're going to deliver a speech in a crowd or like in a gathering, then you feel little nervous or stress. So in that time, many will be taking a long breath and then they will be relaxing. So this is also one kind of doing the pranayama where you are bringing the hot air out and making yourself in a calm state. So the same thing happens here also in the Shitkari pranayama, that is inhale through the mouth and exhale through the nostril. So whenever you do any pattern of breathing, that should be in the ratio of 1:2. That alone you remember, and you can just go with the other next pranayama, that is the Shitali pranayama. So Shitali pranayama is nothing but you have to roll your tongue like this, and then you have to inhale through the mouth and you have to close the mouth and exhale through the nostril. The same pattern as like the Shitkari, but the tongue movement alone will be varied. So how you have to do is when you exhale, it should be very gentle. If you place a feather in front of the nostril also, it should not wave. So that much pleasant your breathing should be coming out of the nostril. So this is where you can check how your breathing pattern is different from the normal. So Shitali pranayama and Shitakari pranayama is a cooling pranayama, and it gives a strength to your body and increases the energy in your body as well as makes the mind relax. And next with the meditation. So when you talk about the meditation, as I said, like you can have a guided meditation which makes your mind quiet or calm, rather than going for just I'm just going to meditate, I'm going to sit in a room and I'm just going to close my eyes and sit in a meditation. The person who is in a stress, definitely they won't be able to do, because they will be increasing their thoughts every seconds. So that will be a more stress way again. So where they have to concentrate on any of the commandings or the instructions from the trainers or the experts, or sometimes it can be it is available in the form of the CDs and the a soft copy format also. So where you can hear that and then you can relax your body, because the instruction is given by someone and your body is just listening to that instruction and it is relaxing. So that is, we call it as the guided meditation, and where this practice we'll be doing right now. And so instead of doing this guided meditation, if you're not able to do, and if you're not able to get any of the instructions from anyone, then you can do the chanting, that is chanting of a mantras or a chanting of your name or a om, anything, whatever you like, you can do the chanting for 5 minutes. That will definitely relax the stress. So these are like the some of the things. So where we'll see the asana, that is the Ushtrasana, 2 or 3 asanas alone we'll see, and then the breathing we'll see right now, and then we move on with the meditation. So I'll just demonstrate. Those who are they want to do, they can do it in the home. So this is the Ushtrasana, where the Ushtrasana has to be done in this way. Everyone can see me. So this is where you have to kneel down and you have to tap the toes, and then slowly you have to raise the arm first. Raise the right arm and stretch and catch the toe, heel, and then the left arm, stretch and catch the left heel. After that, you have to push your hip forward and hang your head back. So this way you can do. If suppose you are not able to go back and catch the heel, then you can tuck the toes and do. Otherwise, you can make it flatten and you can stretch it back and push your abdomen forward. So this is where you can do the breathing relaxedly, and that will increase the energy in your body. And when you come out also, you have to slowly raise the arm one by one, and then you have to come down and sit in the Shashangasana position. So this is the Shashangasana position where your upper body will be completely pressing towards your thighs, and it will be stretching and making your body in a straight way. So this is where the abdomen compresses and you can feel the complete stretch in it. So that is the Shashangasana. And next will be the Bhujangasana. So Bhujangasana. So the Bhujangasana is nothing but just lying on this abdomen position, placing your palms on the sides of the chest, placing the chin down, and you have to join the legs at the back. Slowly you have to breathe in, slowly breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. As you raise up, you should not split your elbows out. You have to make it closer and slowly keep raising, raising to the maximum. And if this is the point, the maximum point you can raise, you just close the elbow closer to the body and arch back. And again, slowly you have to come down, down slowly, and place the chin down and release your arms and relax. So this is a relaxing position. But when you do this way, if your back is stiff and if it is hurting, just stay wherever you want. Or the other way, you can place your elbow down and you can raise like this. So this is the normal way. You can just raise and make yourself in a comfortable position for the back. So this increases the stretch in the back as well as strengthens the spine. So this is the asana where you can do it for relaxing with the spine as well as the abdomen stretches. So these are the asanas which you have seen, and that is the Shashangasana and the Balasana and the Surya Namaskar many will be doing. And the relaxation is like completely like a sleeping pattern, how you spread your legs and the arms you can do, and you have to like make sure you lie on the rubber sheet or the non-conductive material, and you should not place your body on the floor blank. Okay. So in that way, if you lie and you have to relax, as I said earlier. And next will be the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama or the Nadi Sodhana Pranayama. So where you have to place this palm and slowly you have to start with the inhalation. So just check how much time just for one breathing I'm checking. So this is how you have to slowly increase the breathing. So for a demonstration, I just raise my hand for inhalation and drop my hands for exhalation. So this much time at least minimum you have to take, where that is inhale one part and exhale two part. So this has to be done alternatively. So this is also called as the alternate nostril breathing. And the next will be the Sheetakari Pranayama. You have to sit in a comfortable position with the chin mudra on the knees, and you have to just clench the teeth like this. So just by repeating the same for the maximum like 1 minute or like a 10 counts or 20 counts initially, which makes your body in a cool state. And next will be the Shitali Pranayama. So as I said, like you have to roll the tongue. So this is where you have to do the Shitali Pranayama. And next will be the guided meditation. So like a few instructions I'll be giving. So the persons who are like in the home, you can just relaxedly lie down on the bed sheet or like the mat, whatever you place it on the floor, and you can spread your arms and the legs, and then just close the eyes and just follow the instruction for like a few seconds, where it is like from the toe to the head, you have to relax. So just make your body comfortable on the floor. Bring your breathing to the normal. Just closing the eyes, imagine that your body is like completely relaxed. Now you bring the soul out. You be the witness for your body, and slowly you separate your body and the soul, and your soul is sitting next to you and watching what your body is doing, and it's observing what your body is doing. And your body is now relaxing inside the organs, and your breathing is very, very slow. Your soul is touching your body on the top and making it feel relaxed. Now it's touching on your feet. Now your soul is touching on the legs, and slowly it's moving up and it's touching on the knees, and then the pelvic region, the hip joints, and slowly it's moving on the stomach region, and next the chest. Feel that someone is like touching, or like they are making a gentle touch on the body, and feel that the soul is moving towards your arms, the wrist, fingers and the palms, and slowly it's moving in the back, the spine, and slowly again comes up and moves to the neck region, and then slowly the face muscles. Feel the gentle breeze is touching your face, and then the eyes and the forehead, ears, nose, the lips, and slowly it's moving to the center of the head, the hair, and slowly relax. Now again, your soul is entering into your body, and you're now in the normal stage where your soul and your body are again combined together. Now you can feel a relaxed breathing also within this few seconds. And slowly you have to turn your body towards one side gently, and then come up to sitting without opening the eyes, and then gently rub the palms and place the palms on the eyes and feel the warmth, and bring the palms forward, open the eyes and see the palms. Relax. So this is how like it will be extended for 20 minutes. If suppose any further sessions we move on with, then we can have the meditation alone as a like a relaxing, and the meditation alone as a one session. So where definitely you can feel the complete benefit of the relaxation. So this is how the triggering factor of the meditation as well as the relaxation given. And thank you all for enjoying the session. If you have any queries, you can just ask in the chat box, or even in the by unmuting you can ask. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, one of the participants appreciate your demo, ma'am. That is, thank you, ma'am. We learned today how to come out of stress, different asanas and their benefits to relax our body. Meditation is a really excellent program. Thanks to the coordinator for arranging the STTP.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again. Came over here and trained our faculty fraternity, and also the participants from the external in and around Tamil Nadu.
Thank you.
Today, I think out of key or 60 participants, maybe 25 participants are got benefited or attending this kind of program. Thank
Okay,
you,
sir.
Miss ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful section. We will see in the another section, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving me this opportunity,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Participants are requested to leave this section. It may be very useful to your health